Sometimes, just seconds count. Mercedes-Benz Pre-Safe Brake is an assisted system that can brake automatically. The system will intervene the moment it detects that a rear-end collision is imminent and the driver does not respond to warning signals. As soon as the radar sensors behind the front bumper and in the radiator grille, which are also used by Distronic Plus, register that the distance to the vehicle in front or to some obstruction ahead is decreasing very rapidly, the driver is alerted by acoustic signals and by a warning symbol in the instrument cluster. This happens around 2.6 seconds before the calculated moment of impact. If the driver fails to respond to this warning, the system will apply approximately 40% of the full braking power around 1.6 seconds before impact. At the same time, the pre-safe occupant protection systems will be triggered. If the driver applies the brakes at this point, Brake Assist Plus will ensure that the optimum braking power is available and that the collision can be avoided. If the driver still does not react, full autonomous braking will be activated 0.6 seconds before the impact. By reducing the impact speed, Pre-Safe Brake acts as an electronic crumple zone, providing additional protection for both the vehicle's occupants and for the vehicle in front. Pre-Safe Brake from Mercedes-Benz warns the driver and reduces the speed. One of the most serious automotive accidents is a rear-end collision. If drivers were given sufficient warning, many rear-end collisions could be prevented. With the development of its radar-based assistance systems, Distronic Plus and Pre-Safe Brake, Mercedes-Benz is making an important contribution to the prevention of accidents involving rear-end collisions. The proximity-controlled cruise control system, Distronic Plus, operates between speeds of approximately 20 and 120 miles per hour. Two short-range radar sensors behind the front bumper, together with a long-range radar in the radiator grille, constantly monitor the distance to the vehicle in front, up to approximately 650 feet. If this gap narrows, the system can brake the vehicle depending on the current traffic situation. Once the gap widens again, Distronic Plus can also accelerate the vehicle up to the cruising speed that the driver has selected. Should the system recognize that the gap is closing too quickly, Distronic Plus will warn the driver with a series of short, audible signals. At the same time, Pre-Safe Brake will calculate the braking pressure that's required in this situation if an accident is to be prevented. If the driver reacts at this point, the car will be braked using precisely the force needed, whether or not the driver has applied sufficient pressure to the brake pedal. The car thus makes the maximum use of the distance to the vehicle in front, helping to ensure that drivers behind you are given as much space as possible to brake or implement evasive maneuvers of their own. Distronic Plus and Pre-Safe Brake from Mercedes-Benz warns and assists the driver during braking. Inattentive, tired, distracted. Many serious accidents happen when a driver drifts out of a lane. In order to protect the vehicle occupants and other road users from such accidents, Mercedes-Benz has developed Active Lane Keeping Assist. This is a system that warns the driver if it recognizes that the vehicle is about to leave its lane and, if need be, can take corrective action. A camera on the inside of the front windscreen constantly monitors the areas in front of the vehicle. If the control system recognizes that the vehicle is moving towards the line at the side or along the center of the road, it can work out in just milliseconds whether this is intentional. Is the indicator light flashing, or is the driver accelerating as if to overtake? If it identifies that the drift is unintentional, Active Lane Keeping Assist will attract the attention of the driver by vibrating the steering wheel briefly. If there's still no reaction and the vehicle threatens to cross over a solid line, the wheels on the side of the vehicle away from the line will be braked in order to bring the vehicle back on course. Active Lane Keeping Assist from Mercedes-Benz, keeping your vehicle on track. Many serious road accidents happen each year simply because drivers change lanes without paying attention to the other traffic on the road. With Active Blind Spot Assist, Mercedes-Benz has developed a system that warns the driver if it identifies the risk of a collision from the side while the vehicle is changing lanes. If necessary, the system will also intervene actively to prevent an accident. Using a series of radar sensors, Active Blind Spot Assist constantly monitors the area directly alongside and behind the vehicle. If the system recognizes the presence of another vehicle in the blind spot area, it will display a red warning signal in the glass of the exterior mirror. If the driver indicates a lane change, an audible warning signal is also triggered. Should the driver ignore all warnings, thus making an accident more likely, Blind Spot Assist can take active measures. By applying the brakes on the wheels on the opposite side of the vehicle is steered out of the danger zone. The system can therefore help to prevent an imminent accident. Active Blind Spot Assist from Mercedes-Benz, improving safety on the road for you as well as other road users. Improvements in comfort make even long journeys in a Mercedes a pleasure. During long journeys, however, it is possible that a driver's attention level will fall. Many serious accidents are caused by drivers suffering from tiredness. To help recognize the signs of driver fatigue at a very early stage, Mercedes-Benz has developed Attention Assist. If the system detects these typical signs, the driver will be urged to take a rest. During the first few minutes of driving, Attention Assist draws up an individual profile of the driver's driving style, which is then constantly compared with the latest feedback from the sensors. At the heart of the system is a highly sensitive sensor that records steering movements and steering speed. Studies by Mercedes-Benz have revealed that drivers who are tired will keep making minor steering errors, which they then usually correct immediately. If the system detects this sort of behavior, it will go on to check further relevant parameters in order to verify the result. For example, how long has the driver been at the wheel? Is the driver using the instruments and thus showing signs of activity? Are there external influences at work, such as side wind or an uneven road surface? If the result is unequivocal, Attention Assist will issue the audible and visible prompt, "Time for a break." Attention Assist from Mercedes-Benz helps prevent accidents caused by driver fatigue. Ever since they put the first car in motion, Mercedes-Benz has been advancing the way they stop. With adaptive braking technology, a series of innovations helps to make braking more confident and more comfortable. In some situations, the brakes in a Mercedes-Benz respond before you even step on the pedal. Predictive brake priming senses how quickly you lift your foot from the accelerator. By the time you reach the brake pedal, the brake pads have moved closer to the discs, pre-charged for quicker response. In the rain, your Mercedes-Benz knows if the wipers are on, the brakes are probably getting wet too. To keep them ready for action, automatic brake drying periodically squeezes the brakes, just enough to sweep away water buildup. You won't feel it happening, but you'll appreciate the result. When you're stopped on an incline, Hill Start Assist helps you get going without rolling back. It automatically holds the brakes for an extra moment so you can get on the gas without worry. They can even make waiting in traffic a little easier. Once you've stopped, a firm additional push on the pedal sets the hold feature. Now you can take your foot off the pedal and relax a bit. The brakes and brake lamps stay on, foot-free. When you're ready to go, just step on the gas. That's adaptive braking, advanced technology that responds to the road and adapts to you.
Vào đầu năm nay, Mercedes-Benz từng giới thiệu hệ thống đèn pha 24 bóng LED trên dòng xe GLE Class hiện hành. Hệ thống này gồm nhiều mô đun LED, trong đó 24 bóng LED ở mỗi mô đun có khả năng điều khiển riêng biệt hoặc tự động. Bên cạnh đó, hệ thống bóng LED này còn có thể tắt mở một cách liên tục, đem lại hiệu quả chiếu sáng cao nhất mà không làm ảnh hưởng đến xe đi ngược chiều. Không dừng lại ở đó, Mercedes-Benz tiếp tục nâng cấp và thử nghiệm công nghệ đèn pha LED hoàn toàn mới. Với trang bị 84 bóng LED, thương hiệu ngôi sao 3 cánh gọi hệ thống đèn pha thế hệ mới này là Multi-beam LED, đèn LED đa tia. Với việc nâng cấp lên 84 bóng LED, hệ thống đèn pha mới Multi-beam LED có thể điều chỉnh chùm sáng 100 lần mỗi giây. Điều này cho phép ánh sáng được truyền thẳng về phía trước nhiều hơn, từ đó nâng cao tầm quan sát của tài xế lên đến khoảng cách 600 m. Đồng thời không bỏ lỡ bất kỳ một khoảng đường nào, vốn là một nhược điểm chưa được khắc phục ở công nghệ đèn pha thế hệ trước. Không những thế, hệ thống đèn pha thông minh này còn tự động tắt một phần chùm LED để không làm chói mắt người đối diện. Hãng xe Đức cũng cho biết thêm, công nghệ Multi-beam LED còn được trang bị camera có độ phân giải lên đến 1024 pixel. Nhờ đó, hệ thống đèn pha LED mới có khả năng tạo ra chùm sáng kiểm soát kỹ thuật số hoàn toàn và không cần sử dụng thêm bất kỳ thiết bị chuyển động cơ học nào. Để nâng cao tính cạnh tranh so với công nghệ đèn pha laser của BMW hay đèn LED ma trận của Audi, Mercedes-Benz vẫn giữ nguyên được chi phí sản xuất, đồng thời việc bảo trì cho hệ thống đèn pha LED thế hệ mới cũng rất dễ dàng. Mặt khác, công nghệ đèn pha LED mới này cũng đạt mức tiêu chuẩn chiếu sáng cho phép của thị trường châu Âu. Mercedes-Benz đang hoàn tất những bước chuẩn bị cuối cùng để bắt đầu thử nghiệm công nghệ đèn pha LED thế hệ mới trên một số mẫu xe vào năm 2015. Nếu việc thử nghiệm đạt kết quả khả quan, thì trong tương lai gần, thương hiệu ngôi sao 3 cánh sẽ chính thức trang bị cho các dòng sản phẩm của mình.
The Comfort, Sport, Slippery, Individual and Off-Road drive programs noticeably alter the driving feel and handling of the vehicle by adapting the damping, the vehicle level, the suspension, the steering, as well as the engine and transmission management. To select a drive program, turn the Dynamic Select controller until the indicator lamp for the desired program lights up. The Comfort drive program is designed for fast driving without bends, for example on motorways. The vehicle is set to normal level. Choose the Sport drive program for sporty driving dynamics with firmer suspension settings and better contact with the road. The vehicle is lowered by 15 mm compared to the normal level. The Slippery drive program provides optimum driving characteristics on icy and snow-covered roads. Improved driving stability is ensured by reducing the engine and transmission settings and also increasing the sensitivity of the drive forces. The off-road drive program is designed for easily negotiable off-road terrain such as dirt tracks, gravel or sandy surfaces. The vehicle is raised by 30 mm. The off-road program can only be activated up to a speed of 100 km/h. Above 110 km per hour, the slow down message appears and the drive program which was last active is selected. If your vehicle is equipped with the off-road engineering package, the drive program Off-Road Plus is available. It is designed for steep, uneven terrain or driving on rocks. The vehicle is raised by 60 mm. The Off-Road Plus program can only be activated up to a speed of 40 km per hour. Above 45 km per hour, the slow down message appears and the off-road drive program is selected. The individual drive program stores your personal vehicle setup, which you can adapt at any time using Dynamic Select. Active Lane Keeping Assist increases driving safety. It warns you before you leave your lane unintentionally and can intervene to correct the lane in the event of an emergency. The system is active at speeds of 60 km per hour and above. To activate it, use the buttons on the steering wheel to navigate to the Assistance menu in the onboard computer. You can activate the assistant by selecting the Standard or Adaptive setting under Lane Keeping Assist. In the Standard setting, you're warned by a brief vibration in the steering wheel if you drive over a lane marking. You're not warned if you have switched on the turn signals or if a driving safety system such as ABS intervenes. In the Adaptive setting, there is also no vibration warning if you accelerate hard or brake sharply, steer actively, or cut the corner on a sharp bend. If you do not react to the assistance warning, you're supported with a course-correcting brake application. A display message appears in the multifunction display and your vehicle is steered back into the lane. An inappropriate brake application can be interrupted at any time if you steer slightly in the opposite direction, use the turn signals, or brake or accelerate significantly. As the system can distinguish between different conditions, the warning vibration can occur earlier or later. The assistant does not keep your vehicle in its lane. The system is only an aid and may be impaired by poor visibility, dirt on the camera or the road surface, or if there are no lane markings. For this reason, always pay attention to traffic conditions and your surroundings.
Vào đầu năm nay, Mercedes-Benz từng giới thiệu hệ thống đèn pha 24 bóng LED trên dòng xe GLE Class hiện hành. Hệ thống này gồm nhiều mô đun LED, trong đó 24 bóng LED ở mỗi mô đun có khả năng điều khiển riêng biệt hoặc tự động. Bên cạnh đó, hệ thống bóng LED này còn có thể tắt mở một cách liên tục, đem lại hiệu quả chiếu sáng cao nhất mà không làm ảnh hưởng đến xe đi ngược chiều. Không dừng lại ở đó, Mercedes-Benz tiếp tục nâng cấp và thử nghiệm công nghệ đèn pha LED hoàn toàn mới. Với trang bị 84 bóng LED, thương hiệu ngôi sao 3 cánh gọi hệ thống đèn pha thế hệ mới này là Multi-beam LED, đèn LED đa tia. Với việc nâng cấp lên 84 bóng LED, hệ thống đèn pha mới Multi-beam LED có thể điều chỉnh chùm sáng 100 lần mỗi giây. Điều này cho phép ánh sáng được truyền thẳng về phía trước nhiều hơn, từ đó nâng cao tầm quan sát của tài xế lên đến khoảng cách 600 m. Đồng thời không bỏ lỡ bất kỳ một khoảng đường nào, vốn là một nhược điểm chưa được khắc phục ở công nghệ đèn pha thế hệ trước. Không những thế, hệ thống đèn pha thông minh này còn tự động tắt một phần chùm LED để không làm chói mắt người đối diện. Hãng xe Đức cũng cho biết thêm, công nghệ multi-beam LED còn được trang bị camera có độ phân giải lên đến 1024 pixel. Nhờ đó, hệ thống đèn pha LED mới có khả năng tạo ra chùm sáng kiểm soát kỹ thuật số hoàn toàn và không cần sử dụng thêm bất kỳ thiết bị chuyển động cơ học nào. Để nâng cao tính cạnh tranh so với công nghệ đèn pha laser của BMW hay đèn LED ma trận của Audi, Mercedes-Benz vẫn giữ nguyên được chi phí sản xuất, đồng thời việc bảo trì cho hệ thống đèn pha LED thế hệ mới cũng rất dễ dàng. Mặt khác, công nghệ đèn pha LED mới này cũng đạt mức tiêu chuẩn chiếu sáng cho phép của thị trường châu Âu. Mercedes-Benz đang hoàn tất những bước chuẩn bị cuối cùng để bắt đầu thử nghiệm công nghệ đèn pha LED thế hệ mới trên một số mẫu xe vào năm 2015. Nếu việc thử nghiệm đạt kết quả khả quan, thì trong tương lai gần, thương hiệu ngôi sao ba cánh sẽ chính thức trang bị cho các dòng sản phẩm của mình.
Everyone could use a helping hand from time to time. With advanced access systems, your Mercedes-Benz is always ready to welcome your arrival and ease your departure. Keyless Go senses your car's smart key in your purse or pocket. A gentle grab of any door handle unlocks the car. You'll never have to worry about getting locked out because Keyless Go knows when your key is with you. You can even start or stop the engine by pressing the ignition button so long as the key is with you. And locking your car is just as easy. When you're ready to go, just tap the sensor pad on the front surface of any door handle and be on your way. Mercedes-Benz innovations have always been a step ahead. We proudly put our best foot forward so that when you're in need, you can too. With new hands-free access, just kick your foot under the bumper and the trunk opens automatically. When you're done, the touch of a button or another kick of your foot powers it closed. Whether you're coming or going, your Mercedes-Benz makes it a welcome departure from the ordinary.
Pre-safe brake can detect obstacles that are in front of your vehicle for an extended period of time and help you to reduce the risk and severity of accidents. If pre-safe brake is switched off, the corresponding symbol will appear in the multifunction display. To activate or deactivate, navigate to the Assistance menu and select Pre-safe brake. Confirm your selection and switch the assistance system on. From a speed of around 30 km per hour, a warning lamp in the instrument cluster alerts you if the distance between you and the vehicle driving ahead of you becomes too small for the speed at which you are currently driving. If you very quickly approach a vehicle in front or a pedestrian above a speed of approximately 7 km per hour, this function additionally warns you by means of an intermittent warning tone. Brake or take evasive action immediately, provided it is safe to do so. Pre-safe brake can automatically slow the vehicle down if the driver and front passenger are wearing their seatbelts and the vehicle speed is between 7 and 200 km per hour. Pre-safe brake can also react to stationary obstacles such as vehicles or pedestrians up to a vehicle speed of 70 km per hour. Pre-safe brake can also perform automatic emergency braking prior to an imminent accident. Pre-safe brake cannot always clearly identify objects and complex traffic conditions. Always pay careful attention to the traffic situation and be ready to brake. You can also operate Command Online via the touchpad. Using your finger, you can control menu items in the display, enter characters, operate active audio sources, select favorites, enter destinations in the navigation, and store entries. You can navigate through the menus by sliding your finger up, down, left or right over the touch-sensitive surface. Confirm your selection by pressing the touchpad. Placing two fingers slightly apart on the touchpad surface and turning them clockwise or anti-clockwise functions as a controller and allows you to change vehicle or sound settings. Pressing the back button on the touchpad will take you back to the previous menu. You can select your favorites using the star key. The rapid access for the telephone and audio menu is accessed via the button in the middle or by swiping upwards with two fingers. To hide the rapid access, swipe downwards with both fingers. You can also use the touchpad to adjust the map image in the navigation system. Using appropriate finger movements, you can move the map around and also zoom in or out of the map. The handwriting recognition feature of the touchpad enables you to enter text, numbers, and characters with your finger. This allows you to enter addresses and telephone numbers, for example, quickly and easily. Distronic Plus with steering assist regulates the speed of your vehicle for you and automatically helps you maintain the distance to a vehicle detected in front. Steering assist can help you to keep the vehicle in the center of the lane by means of moderate steering interventions. To activate Distronic Plus, briefly pull the cruise control lever towards you, up or down. You can activate the Assistance Graphic display by selecting the Assistance Graphic menu item in the instrument cluster. When Distronic Plus is activated, the specified minimum distance selected is displayed in the instrument cluster. The illuminated segments in the speedometer represent the range between the speed of the vehicle in front and your set speed. If you're approaching the vehicle in front, Distronic Plus reduces your speed automatically. You can increase or decrease the desired distance by turning the cruise control lever. To deactivate Distronic Plus, push the cruise control lever forwards or depress the brake pedal. Bear in mind that Distronic Plus may not be able to detect other road users, for example if they're driving on a different line or changing lanes. If your vehicle is equipped with Distronic Plus with steering assist and stop-and-go pilot, it can assist you by means of moderate steering interventions. To activate or deactivate Distronic Plus steering assist, select the Assistance menu. Steering assist supports you at speeds between 0 and 200 km per hour. The system is switched to passive and no longer assists you by means of steering interventions if you actively change lane. You activate a turn signal. You do not steer for a prolonged period of time. You take your hands off the steering wheel. Bear in mind that Distronic Plus and Steering Assist are only aids. You are responsible for vehicle speed, distances, braking in good time, and staying in lane. Pre-safe brake can detect obstacles that are in front of your vehicle for an extended period of time and help you to reduce the risk and severity of accidents. If pre-safe brake is switched off, the corresponding symbol will appear in the multifunction display. To activate or deactivate, navigate to the Assistance menu and select Pre-safe brake. Confirm your selection and switch the assistance system on. From a speed of around 30 km per hour, a warning lamp in the instrument cluster alerts you if the distance between you and the vehicle driving ahead of you becomes too small for the speed at which you are currently driving. If you very quickly approach a vehicle in front or a pedestrian above a speed of approximately 7 km per hour, this function additionally warns you by means of an intermittent warning tone. Brake or take evasive action immediately, provided it is safe to do so. Pre-safe brake can automatically slow the vehicle down if the driver and front passenger are wearing their seatbelts and the vehicle speed is between 7 and 200 km per hour. Pre-safe brake can also react to stationary obstacles such as vehicles or pedestrians up to a vehicle speed of 70 km per hour. Pre-safe brake can also perform automatic emergency braking prior to an imminent accident. Pre-safe brake cannot always clearly identify objects and complex traffic conditions. Always pay careful attention to the traffic situation and be ready to brake.
Hi, xin chào các bạn. Trên những chiếc xe Mercedes-Benz hiện đại ngày nay có một cái tính năng mình thấy rất là hay và muốn giới thiệu đến các bạn, đó chính là tính năng hỗ trợ đậu xe song song tự động hay còn gọi là Active Parking Assist. Thì hôm nay mình sẽ có một bài để mà giới thiệu đến các bạn tính năng này và cách sử dụng nó. Thì cái hệ thống hỗ trợ đậu xe song song tự động này sẽ giúp chúng ta thực hiện việc đổ xe song song trong vòng tối đa 5 bước. Đó. Thì bây giờ chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu di chuyển về phía trước. Theo Mercedes-Benz thì chúng ta chỉ nên di chuyển ở tốc độ dưới 36 km/h để chiếc xe có thể nhận diện được cái phần chuồng nào mà có thể gieo vào. Thì các hệ thống cảm biến trước và sau sẽ sử dụng hệ thống siêu âm để dò tìm vị trí cho đến khi nào mà ở đây có một vị trí P và nó hiện lên. Đó, nó hiện lên cái dấu mũi tên phải. Thì chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu dừng xe, bật đèn xi nhan phải và chuyển về số lùi. Đó, thì bây giờ trên bảng đồng hồ tốc độ có một cái màn hình nhỏ sẽ hiện lên, nó sẽ hỏi chúng ta là Start Park Assist. Chúng ta sẽ nhấn Yes, là nhấn OK trên tay lái. Rồi, bây giờ việc chúng ta cần làm là chúng ta chỉ điều khiển chân phanh và chân ga. Tốt hơn hết là chúng ta chỉ cần điều chỉnh phanh thôi. Còn việc đánh lái là chiếc xe sẽ tự động thực hiện thay cho chúng ta. Rồi bây giờ mình sẽ nhả ga ra để chiếc xe tự động lùi vào. Đó. Mình không đụng gì vào cái tay lái vô lăng cả, mọi thứ chiếc xe đều thực hiện. Chúng ta nên để trên cái bàn phanh. Rồi từ từ khi mà cái màn hình bên đây nó hiện lên gần chạm xe phía sau thì chúng ta sẽ chậm lại. Đó. Đó. Rồi bây giờ chiếc xe nó kêu chúng ta lên số D, tiến về phía trước. Chúng ta theo chiếc xe chỉ Mercedes, nó cũng tự đánh lái theo. Chúng ta nhả chân phanh ra. Đó. Rồi bây giờ Park Assist Switch Up là nó báo chúng ta đã hoàn thành việc đậu xe vào song song. Rất là đơn giản. Thì cái tính năng hỗ trợ đậu xe song song tự động của Mercedes-Benz, ngoài cái việc là nó hỗ trợ chúng ta đậu vào xe và tự động thì nó cũng hỗ trợ cho chúng ta lấy ra ngoài sau khi đậu xe. Đó, thì bây giờ để mà lấy ra ngoài thì chúng ta chỉ cần bật đèn xi nhan về phía bên trái lại thì màn hình lúc này nó sẽ bật lên là Start Park Assist. Nó sẽ giúp chúng ta lấy xe ra ngoài lại. Lúc này chúng ta nhấn OK và làm theo những chỉ dẫn của nó. Đó, lúc này nó đang nhưng mà cận quá, có vẻ như là chúng ta sẽ phải lùi về một chút. Đó, ta nhấn lùi về. Đó, nó cũng tự đánh lái cho mình luôn. Rồi lấy ra, rất thông minh. Xin cảm ơn.
Attention Assist supports you on long monotonous journeys by monitoring your attentiveness. If it detects fatigue or increasing lapses in concentration on the part of the driver, it suggests you take a break. You can activate or deactivate it by using the buttons on the steering wheel to navigate the Assistance menu in the onboard computer. Then select Attention Assist and press OK. You can then select between the off, standard or sensitive settings in the submenu. Attention Assist can support you at speeds between 60 and 200 km per hour. If it is activated and detects increasing fatigue or lapses in concentration on the part of the driver, the system triggers a visual and audible warning. Confirm the message using the OK or back button on the steering wheel and take a break if necessary. The system can help to prevent accidents. However, it is not a substitute for a well-rested and attentive driver. During long journeys, take regular breaks in good time.
From crowded parking lots to tight garages, maneuvering can be a challenge in any car. Mercedes-Benz innovations help you see like an eagle and park like an expert. As you drive along a row of parking spaces, your vehicle can tell you which one's a good fit. The advanced Parktronic system with active parking assist uses ultrasonic sensors to measure each open space as you drive by at low speeds. When a spot is suitable, an arrow on the dashboard lets you know. Once you select a space and shift to reverse, Active Parking Assist becomes your electronic valet. It teams up with the car's electric power steering to virtually park the car for you hands-free. All you have to do is operate the gear selector, the accelerator pedal, and the brakes. The surround view system can give you a live bird's-eye view of the area around your vehicle. 4 cameras look out from all 4 sides of the car. Their images are instantly composed into a single overhead view of your immediate surroundings. Active on-screen guidelines preview the path your car will travel as the wheel turns, including how the front end will swing when you back up. When it's time to get back on the road, the exit feature can steer you out of the space that Active Parking Assist helped you enter. So while you keep your eye on traffic, it helps you with the handwork to make your departure as elegant and effortless as your arrival.
Perfect motion demands more than just power. Applied at the right moment in the right place and with moderation, only then will the sheer power of today's Mercedes-Benz engines reveal itself in optimum vehicle dynamics. The new 4MATIC system distributes fully variable torque, adapting to driver and situation. To save weight and installation space, the PTU was integrated into the main 7G DCT transmission. Via the driveshaft, the power is fed to the multi-disc clutch of the completely new rear axle differential. The clutch pressure is regulated by an electronically controlled proportional valve. If required, up to almost 100% of drive power is directed to the rear axle differential. 3 years of development and various conceptual approaches culminate in an ideal all-wheel drive. On Mercedes-Benz test benches, demanding test routes, and in the biting cold of Lapland, hardware and operating parameters were brought to perfection. As a guiding principle, the rear axle transmission is activated as often as necessary, as seldom as possible. At high speeds, the new 4MATIC almost always uses front-wheel drive. As soon as the driving situation requires it, additional torque is sent to the rear axle within milliseconds. For example, when cornering at high speed, under full acceleration, or when the system senses a sudden change in the road surface. When ESP intervenes, the rear axle is immediately deprived of torque, as is expected from Mercedes-Benz, where driving safety always has top priority. Perfect integration, intelligent control, low fuel consumption. With a fully variable 4MATIC system, Mercedes-Benz now offers exciting high performance and sheer driving pleasure also in the compact class. 4MATIC, all-wheel drive perfected.
Airmatic is an air suspension system with variable damping for improved driving comfort. It consists of level adjustment, level control, and the adaptive damping system ADS+. ADS+ adjusts the damping characteristics of your vehicle to your driving style, the road conditions, and the selected drive program. At high speeds, the vehicle is lowered automatically to ensure optimum driving safety and fuel consumption. At speeds below 65 km per hour, you can switch manually between the normal and raised vehicle levels. Start the engine and press the level button. The vehicle is raised by 60 mm. The vehicle can still be raised even if the display message has disappeared. If you press the level button once more, the vehicle is lowered to the level of the selected drive program. The vehicle level is still stored even after the ignition key is removed. If you drive at a speed above 65 km per hour for a prolonged period of time, or faster than 80 km per hour, the raised vehicle level setting is cancelled and the vehicle is lowered to the level of the drive program selected on the Dynamic Select controller. In addition to Active Parking Assist and Parktronic, the surround view of the 360-degree camera also supports you when parking, by serving as a convenient visual parking and manoeuvring aid. The 360-degree camera is a system with 4 cameras which analyzes the images from the reversing camera, the front camera, and a camera in each of the exterior mirrors. The cameras cover the immediate surroundings of the vehicle. In the command display, you can select between full-screen modes and various split-screen views. To activate the 360-degree camera, press and hold the function button for 2 seconds. Alternatively, you can use the function button to access the vehicle menu and then select 360-degree camera using the command controller. Depending on whether transmission position D or R is selected, the command display shows a split screen with top view and the image from the front or reversing camera. You can also show images from the 360-degree camera automatically by engaging reverse gear. To do so, the Activate Automatically in Reverse Gear function must be selected in Command Online. The area behind the vehicle is shown with guidelines in the command display and the top view is displayed as a split screen. To change the split screen view, slide and then turn the command controller to select one of the vehicle symbols. Only use the guidelines for orientation and do not pass the bottom guideline when approaching objects. Bear in mind that the 360-degree camera is only an aid and is not a substitute for attentive driving. Airmatic is an air suspension system with variable damping for improved driving comfort. It consists of level setting, level control, and the adaptive damping system ADS+. ADS Plus adjusts the damping characteristics of your vehicle to your driving style, the road conditions, and the selected drive program. When you drive fast, the vehicle is lowered automatically to ensure optimum driving safety and fuel consumption. At speeds below 65 km per hour, you can switch manually between the normal and raised vehicle levels. Start the engine and press the level button. The vehicle is raised by 50 mm. The vehicle can still be raised even if the display message has disappeared. If you press the level button once more, the vehicle is lowered to the level of the selected drive program. After you've removed the ignition key, the vehicle level is still stored. If you drive above 65 km per hour for a prolonged period of time, or faster than 80 km per hour, the raised vehicle level setting is cancelled and lowered to the level of the drive program selected on the Dynamic Select controller. BAS Plus with cross-traffic assist helps you when braking as soon as a risk of collision is detected. BAS Plus can help you to reduce the risk and severity of accidents. If you approach an obstacle and the system has detected a risk of collision at speeds between 7 and 250 km per hour, BAS Plus calculates the braking force necessary to prevent a collision with the detected obstacle. At speeds below 30 km per hour, braking assistance is carried out at the last possible moment. When driving at a speed above 30 km per hour, if you depress the brake pedal sharply, BAS Plus automatically increases the brake pressure to a degree suited to the traffic situation. At speeds of up to approximately 70 km per hour, BAS Plus with cross-traffic assist can also detect stationary or intersecting obstacles. In addition, pedestrians standing in the path of your vehicle can be detected. ABS prevents any of the wheels from locking for as long as you depress the brake pedal. As soon as you release the brake pedal, or there is no longer a risk of collision, or no obstacle is detected in front of your vehicle, the brake boost function is withdrawn again. BAS Plus cannot always clearly identify objects and complex traffic situations. Therefore, always pay careful attention to the traffic situation and be ready to brake.